Okay, then in the part one of this chapter, we ended the discussion on the food web. So food web is a combination of different food chains joined together and interlinked and interconnected. So it looks like a web. Multiple food chains are connected together, and many a times one animal is eating more than one type of animal. So it looks like a web. So this is where we had stopped the discussion. This was an example of a food web. It looks like interconnected and interlinked. It looks like a web, hence it is called a food web. So different combinations of food chain taken together are called as a food web. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Let us understand the food chains and webs and features of energy flow diagram. See a sunlight, it goes to producers. Producers are the plants and the bacteria. They are eaten by herbivores. Herbivores are the ones that eat green grass. They are eaten by carnivores, the bigger animals, and then top carnivores are even bigger animals. Okay. So what is the energy flow? Energy showing flow of diagram showing flow of energy in an ecosystem. Energy flow is unidirectional. It is in one direction. It does not revert back from autotroph to the sun or consumer to autotroph. Like it will not go back. It is unidirectional. It will go in one direction. Autotroph to the sun or the sun or consumer to autotroph. So it is one direction. It is unidirectional. Uniform energy flow is unidirectional. Energy available at each trophic level gets diminished. Diminished means reduced progressively due to loss of energy at each level. Loss of energy can be loss of energy in any form, like loss in the form of heat, etc. This is the food chain. This has been explained multiple times. Producer the grass, water, sunlight, grasshopper, primary consumer, secondary consumer, frog, tertiary consumer is a snake, and final consumer is hawk, and then it is decomposed, and the fungi and other decomposers eat the decomposed hawk. Now let's go ahead and try to understand some harmful chemicals may enter the bodies through the food chain, like pesticides. What are pesticides? Pesticides are washed down into the soil or water. From the soil, plants absorb them. From the water bodies, aquatic plants and animals take them up. Thus, they enter the food chain. I hope it's clear. Some harmful chemicals may enter the bodies through the food chain, like pesticides are washed down into the soil or water. From soil, plants absorb them. From the water bodies, aquatic plants and animals take them up. Thus, they enter the food chain, right? The non-degradable chemicals get accumulated at each trophic level. This is called biological magnification. Now, define biological magnification comes in exam. Answer is the non-degradable chemicals get accumulated at each trophic level, and this is called the biological magnification. Thus, cereals, vegetables, fruits, and meat contain pesticide residues. Their concentration is maximum in human body because humans occupy the top level in any food chain. We are at the top. Okay. So biological magnification can be seen the highest in us. Biological magnification is nothing. It's just the chemicals and pesticides that are getting accumulated at each trophic level. That's it. So cereals, vegetable, fruit, meat, they all have some pesticide residues. We have not gone 100% organic in farming. Their concentration is maximum in humans because we are at the top. See, anything like there is a mayfly, bluegill eats it. It gets the biological magnification in it. Bass gets it. Human, if we eat the fish, we get this. That's it. Now, even in water, zooplankton by small fish, large fish eats osprey. So osprey will get the highest level of biological magnification. Okay. Now let's move ahead. Food chain and web. Now, we have to stop using pesticides so that this biological magnification does not happen. So what are the methods to reduce intake of pesticides? First of all, we have to minimize the use of chemical pesticides, and we have to wash fruits and vegetables thoroughly before use so that if any pesticide residue is there, it will be taken away. Use organic fruits and vegetables. Nowadays, there is a lot of demand for eating organic fruits and vegetables, and they are little expensive, but they are good for health in the long term. Now let's go ahead and yes, read about ozone layer and its depletion. We hear in news every time that the ozone is getting depleted, that the ozone layer on top of Antarctica has been depleted and all those things. So what exactly is ozone? Ozone is three atoms of oxygen. O3 is a deadly poison. However, at higher levels of atmosphere, ozone shields the Earth's surface from dangerous ultraviolet radiations from the sun. Sun will give dangerous ultraviolet radiations. So ozone will shield the Earth's surface from such dangerous ultraviolet radiations. UV radiation causes harmful skin cancer effect, etc. At higher levels of atmosphere, the higher energy UV radiations split some O2 into free oxygen atoms. They combine with O2 to form ozone. See, O2 in UV is higher like this. O2 plus O is O3. Okay. See, we have ozone layer absorbs the ultraviolet rays. There are ozone layer absorbs the ultraviolet rays. There is different layers of atmosphere: stratosphere, ozone, troposphere, etc. Troposphere 0 to 10 kilometer outside Earth. 10 to 50 we have stratosphere and ozone. Okay. So ozone layer, what will ozone layer do? Ozone layer will protect the Earth from dangerous UV rays that are coming from the sun directly to us. So it will protect us from these harmful UV rays and it will be protecting us. If ozone is not there, we will have different issues like we will have skin cancer and all that. So ozone layer is important. Ozone layer is ozone layer ozone layer is protecting the human beings from the dangerous UV rays so that these UV rays don't hit us directly so that we don't get skin cancer, etc. That's why ozone layer is something which is important, and the depletion of ozone layer is a major cause of concern for the human beings because it should not happen. So the ozone layer is shielding us or protecting us from the dangerous ultraviolet rays which are being transmitted or radiated by the sun. Now let's look ahead. Ozone layer and its depletion. In the 1980s, the amount of ozone began to drop sharply. It was due to chemicals like chlorofluorocarbons, which are used as refrigerants and fire extinguishers. We have chlorofluorocarbons in our fridge. They are used as chlorofluorocarbons, and in fire extinguisher also chlorofluorocarbons are being used. In 1987, the United Nations Environment Program, UNEP, there is a program, United Nations Environment Program, UNEP. So in 1987, in this program, the United Nations Environment Program, they made an agreement to freeze the chlorofluorocarbon production at 1986 level. It is now mandatory to make CFC free refrigerators. Now you have to make fridge in such a way that chlorofluorocarbon gases are not present in that. Chlorine plus ozone, chlorine monoxide plus oxygen. Chlorine monoxide plus oxygen is chlorine plus O2. Okay, now let's look ahead. Other ozone depleting substances are hydrofluorocarbons, halogens, etc. The size of the ozone hole has reduced in recent years. See now, in recent years, the ozone hole size has reduced. That means it is getting depleted. First, CFC is released into environment by industries, rises up to stratosphere. Sunlight breaks CFCs up, releasing chlorine. Chlorine reacts with ozone layer and destroys ozone. More reactions cause more depletion. Now let's look ahead. Managing the garbage we produce, very important. Whatever garbage we are producing, they are unwanted material that people have thrown away. So in organisms, specific enzymes are needed to break down a particular substance. So if we eat coal, we do not get energy. Similarly, bacteria or other saprophytes have no enzymes to break down artificial materials like plastics. Okay, now let's look ahead. Managing the garbage we produce, substances that are broken down by biological processes are called biodegradable. So fruits, vegetable leaves, meat, paper, rubber, etc. These all can be broken down by biological processes. So they are all known as biodegradable. What is non-biodegradable? The opposite. Substances that cannot be broken down by biological processes are called non-biodegradable. They are inert and persist for long time or may harm the ecosystem like plastic, glass, nylon, etc. So these are biodegradable. All the fruit and vegetable peels and extracts and all those things can be biodegradable, means they can be decomposed. Non-biodegradable are the plastics, the glass, the nylon, etc. Okay, all these are non-biodegradable. Non-biodegradable substances are like glass bottle. A glass bottle will take 500 years to decompose. Plastic bag takes 10 to 20 years. Plastic container 50 to 80. Plastic soda bottle 450. Nylon fabric 30 to 40 years. So we have to get away. We have to be like, we have to find alternatives. We don't want to use these. They are taking so long to decompose. We don't want. We don't want a plastic bag. We don't want plastic container. We don't want glass bottles and nylon fabric and plastic soda bottle. We need different alternatives to use for instead of these places. So we need something else. So that needs to be figured out. Managing the garbage we produce. Just a minute. Biodegradable plastics. What are biodegradable plastics? In plastics also there are different types of plastics that can be biodegradable, means they can be like recycled or anything like that. They can be broken down and decomposed. Polylactic acid, polyhydroxyalkanoates, polybutanoline succinate, these are different plastics that can be decomposed. See, decompose of plastic looks like this. It's gone completely decomposed. Biodegradable and non-biodegradable wastes produced at home and classroom should be collected separately and treated properly. See, segregate your waste. Non-biodegradable, the dry waste like these, like paper, plastic, wood, fabric, cloth rag, metal, glass, rubber, resin, leather, thermocot, all these are non-biodegradable. The dry waste, they are kept separate. Biodegradable, the wet waste, the cooked food, the veg, non-veg, the waste that we throw, including eggshells, the bones, the kitchen waste, all these things are biodegradable. They are the wet waste. They have to be kept in a separate manner and they have to be segregated from the non-biodegradable. The local body, it can be panchayat, municipality, anything, have mechanism to treat biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste separately. Improvements in lifestyle and changes in attitude have generated much amount of waste material. Changes in packaging have resulted in much of our wastes becoming non-biodegradable. Okay, changes in packaging have resulted in much of our waste becoming non-biodegradable. So understood till here. Disposable cups in trains. Now we see about the trains. What are the disposable cups in trains? Disposable plastic cups are non-biodegradable. They are not biodegradable, they are non-biodegradable. Like disposable plastic cups are non-biodegradable. These ones, they are non-biodegradable. So they are not desired. What can be the alternative for this? An alternative to this can be the kulhadas, the clay cups. They are the alternatives. They can be used in place of the cups. Okay, in place of plastic cup, we can use the clay kulhads, clay cups. But making these result in loss of fertile topsoil. That is another problem. Now disposable paper cups are used. It is better than plastic cups because it is biodegradable and do not affect the property of the drinks. Okay. Yes. Fine. So we have to understand the things and we have to come up with different alternatives to the non-biodegradable materials. Okay. Fine. Now let's look ahead. Electronic and electrical waste, the e-waste. What are the electrical and electronic wastes? These include the mobile phones, the computers, the televisions, etc. They contain dangerous chemicals such as mercury, lead, cadmium, polybrominated flame retards, barium and lithium. All these wastes are there in the electronic and electrical wastes. They cause, what is the problem that they cause? They cause damage to brain, heart, liver, kidney and skeletal system. So we need to get rid of these things also, like the mobile phones. Where will they go once their life is over? Computers, televisions, etc. Okay, so usually these things are like sold, or like there are multiple vendors who just take it away and they throw it like this and they are again taken care of. the electrical and electronic waste. So I hope this chapter is clear, very straightforward and scoring chapter, and we have given the full revision for this chapter, and I really hope students found the revision for this chapter helpful, and thanks a lot for this